Hello everybody and welcome back to the Crimson Furry Estate. Alrighty, so as promised, this is gonna be a bit of a longer video. We're gonna see if we're able to do everything in this episode. But something I did want to go over real quick, I slightly updated, I say that loosely, all of our town people. So ideally, we actually have some town people in every single menu that we go into, except that one, obviously. Then we go over to Survivalist. Ooh, very nice. We go over to the Stagecoach. Ooh, very nice. We come right over to the Tavern. Why are you not there? We'll come back to that. Okay. Hey, look, the Abbey is working. Always nice. You love to see that. Graveyard. Oh, that's a little rat. Then we come over here to the guild. Whoa, look, it's a kobold. Then, in the blacksmith, we now have another Black Souls character, because I know how much you guys like that one. Obviously, Nomad Wagon, still both Black Souls characters. And the statue is now a Black Souls character. Tavern and Sanitarium are supposed to have characters in it, so I'm gonna fix that real quick. There we go, nice and fixed. The Tavern now has a beautiful little bunny, or... no, not a bunny. Sheep with bunny ears. Then, we have a Sanitarium Kitty, who's ready to inject you with a suspicious green liquid that probably will heal you. It's green because it heals. So, overall, pretty cool new stuff. I do want to go after the Shrieker, and I think this is the team I'm gonna bring to do it. FYDT should basically carry this fight, so I'm pretty sure we'll just be fine. Are you ready for Crit Central? I know I am. Well, here we go. Darkness takes hold. 25 damage! From FYDT, obviously, doing a ton of damage. Regurgitate is going to come down on us. We do get crit, but we retaliate with a 10 damage attack. And we also get a tiny bit of reflection. I don't know what we're bleeding for, can barely tell, so we're gonna go for absolute fitness. That buffs us while we're in pitch black darkness. Peck! Oh my god! Actually, enjoy that. Cleansing Tide. No Death Store dots for us. Frenzy. Yeah, I'm gonna go for Piece of Cake. Heal us just a little bit. It also gives us the potential to get some more damage reflection. Call the murder! We repose for 9, tiny bit of reflection. Every little bit counts. I'm gonna stress heal. Peck! Okay. Take 7, give 7, and a damage reflection of 4. Okay, she stress healed herself, that's fine. Thrifts. No, 75%! What is that? We missed a 75% chance to hit? 35. You have a 35% chance to hit? With the Lantern of Light and Death? Are you kidding? Wait a minute, that debuff. 50% is still really low. And we miss. Okay. Alright, we do a little bit of damage to ourselves. I'm gonna give us a little bit of dodge just in case. Peck! Alright. Not as much damage as one might think. 15 damage going down. That is gonna heal us for 7. Very nice. Regurgitate immediately going back down on Uno plus 4. Then, we're gonna increase the damage of FYDT and go for a crit. Peck! Alright, we're bleeding on death's door again. 8 damage reflected. I'm gonna go... I guess we're not gonna go for a heal. Prepare yourself. Wait. How is the music bug happening already? We've done one fight. How is it happening already? That's crazy. 25, max roll. We do get a little bit of dots. If we had landed a crit, that would have been game over. However, Uno is looking to get revenge, and he will get it next time. Call the murder. Okay, dodge chance coming into play. We missed our riposte. Cure that. Thank you. I would rather not lose anyone in this fight. Okay. Not gonna leave just yet. Yeah. Although you're getting very close. We have a chance. Prepare yourselves for the ultimate test. Bye. How many 75% chances did we miss during that? That is ridiculous. I start playing XCOM one time and suddenly 75% chance turns into 25. Oh, they're not escaping us this time. We bring the uncrowned. Very, very powerful character. With Sizzy Owl's head, the Bloody Feather. Because, I mean, the Bloody Feather is going to get a lot of use here. All of his abilities, Caius the Voivode, with hollow pleasure. Joint defense, all of his abilities. We then bring the Veiled, with the Bride's Veil, invigorating feathers, give to the living, withering chant, grave grasp, and death wish. And then we bring Rem, the Scarlet Devil, with Diggs' head, which we're not going to talk about, Dismas' head, and all of her abilities. This time, we're prepared for all the stuns, with the Smelling Salt, which will remove all stuns from the party. I also... The tooltip on this. Lost Red Wine. Items that seem to have fallen into this world with some peculiar maiden. I think we use this on Rem. We'll find out, though. Okay. So, we're going to have our first battle. Once again. And then we're going to have one more. And then we finish. So, here's what we're going to do. First appearance, let's get stacking. I'm going to go for Demonic Extension. 16. Heals us pretty high. And they're already bleeding, so we're going to get a lot of value. Okay, they think it's hilarious. I, however, don't. Silence him. Didn't work. Was not able to silence him. That's real upsetting, actually. Okay. Unfortunate. Let me see. So, you're not quite dead, but boy, are you close. I'm gonna go for a guard right here. That way we can get a riposte up and going. It also gives us a little bit of protection. Let's do Grave Grasp to get rid of 2 out of 4 Aegises. We also do land a little bit of a debuff. Very nice. He's just about dead. He's going for Goring Strike. 13 damage being done. Youch. Okay. We are still bleeding. That's fine. I'm going to go for Hemorrhage. Right here. Oh my, 73% and it misses. Yeah, hate to see it. Basically heal back to full. Bloody Strike going down. Oh, riposte not landing. But we do get the Aegis proc from Joint Defense. I'm going to attempt to go for a stun on this guy, because he still has an action. We don't land it. 110% chance, and we missed against 50% defense. Youch. Look at the draw. Okay, we have to go for an attack right there because the rest have Aegises. So this guy's dead. He's going to become a corpse that we then have to get rid of. He doesn't take a move? Odd choice. Okay, still has Aegis, Let's go ahead and get rid of both of those. Now we just have to get rid of the bodies. We're not below, so I'm gonna go ahead and just heal the Uncrowned. Could go for Vampire Kiss. I actually want to get rid of these bodies if possible, though, because they have the very real potential of coming back. I don't think they die against bleed, so we're gonna have to be careful about that. Why are you passing? Get rid of one body, only one more to go. Okay, let's go for Hemorrhage. And then we can take him out. No problem. Okay. I actually think we can potentially get away with doing this. Transform into Soul Feast. Okay. Let's go ahead and cloak. And then let's attempt to get a little bit more regen. Oh, I really want to get healing on her. I might regret that. Might regret it. But I'm going to go for it anyway. Let's also give to living on Caius. Okay, he is going to get back up. Alright, so a little bit of regret to be had. Not the worst. The more lifesteal we can get Rem, though, the better. So, try and heal. Heal for one. Do a little bit of damage to ourselves. That's perfectly fine. Let's go for Cheap Shot to try for a stun. How's it feel? Not good, I imagine. Ah! Okay, Rem should be able to take him out, no problem. Oh, it draws close. Okay, 9 damage, definitely a bleed, because they have like 1,000,000% chance to hit. You know what? Am I crazy? I thought that healed bleed. Either way, we are very, very close to getting our final form. Quite happy with that. That is a much better first fight. No, hang on. Okay, it's different in, okay, right. Well, we'll see during the next fight, I suppose. Now then, shall we go get revenge for what has happened to us? By the way, I find it fitting that, we lost the initial go-around, and now we have one of the big head honchos of the Crimson Curse and the head honcho of the Darkspawn, both going against a shared enemy. Well then, shall we resume from where we left off? I don't think there's a chance we stun, so... Skrow! The Raven Queen! Here it comes, all flesh and blood. Well, the blood moon rises. You then, come to me. Now, get a little bit of damage on everybody just so they're all whittled down for what is to come. No chance we bleed him, actually, so I'm just going to do a little bit of damage. That way we are stacking it wherever possible. We do also have transformation when we're going to need it. He's going to go for the Bloody Shank. Unfortunately, it does nothing for him. Bloody Despair. Okay, doing a little bit of damage against the Veil. That is perfectly fine. We're not going to go for the finisher just yet. However, we are going to go for the Blight, so our next attack is going to Blight. Potentially. Flagellant should be dead. 31 riposte being done by Rem. Sanguinescence is going to make it so he doesn't die. Oh, wait, no. He is still going to die. Excuse me. Let's see. I'm going to go for big damage. We also have 2 sets of music playing. That's perfectly fine.
Broken heart.
Are we stunned? Yeah. I don't think so. Not this time. Let's go ahead and go for a guard on the Veiled with Caius.
Darkness, shadow, and gloom. Bring our foes doom.
Finisher. Cacao! Now, if we could get Rem back into the first position, she is going to be able to go for a very, very powerful attack. Issue, we got to get her into the first position. Expose artery. Get a little bit of riposte damage. We are bled, not the end of the world.
Dark harvest.
Dead to a riposte. Let's see. I'm going to get a cure right here. Let's move forward. Next turn, we're gonna use a Lost Red Wine and see what happens. We don't care about you. 7 crit on the Blood Collector. Every little bit counts. Plus, we're not able to bleed him.
Our flesh and blood.
Okay, second Flagellant does have the very real potential to stun all of us again. Let's go for Poison Knife. Okay, that helps. Let's see. Let's go Grave Grasp. Less death blow resist, or chance, I like that. 4 more damage on the Blood Collector, and now it is Remilia's time. This has the potential to go bad. You know what? Lost Red Wine, let's see what it does. The Scarlet Devil Blood Offering. What's that do? Ignore Band, ignore Snake, Lords of Fate and Blood, and it upgrades something? What is that? Does it allow us to go for Blood Moon straight away? Holy, we have unlimited dodge right now because we use that? Okay. So, it just mega buffs you for a turn. Fair enough. Too early to go for a finisher. Let's go for some more poison. I mean, hey, every little bit of blight is gonna help here.
Dark harvest.
Don't care. Getting bled, don't care. Oh, blood drive. Now I kind of care. I care a little bit now. However, you're not looking so hot there, bud. Oh, bad miss. Oh my god. Terrible miss. Oof. That is so not good. Let's go for Broken Heart. Does still have an Aegis. Okay. Now we're scared. Bloody Shank. Woo! Scary.
Rain of blood.
He's gonna die next turn. That is real unfortunate, because if he dies, there's a chance we all get stunned. 48 crit going down. Transfusion, Oh, it bleeds even though it can't be bled. That's unfortunate. So if we kill, all of us heal. That puts us off death's door. Now, do we get to use it again? Am I understanding that correctly? We would have if we didn't get stunned. Okay. Shadow play. Gotta make sure that we don't die. 3 of us are stunned, though, and he is bled. Scary situation to be in. All of us lose our turn. I think it was the right play to kill and get that heal. Issue, it stunned all of us. Except for Caius, who apparently just can't be stunned ever, but, you know.
Flesh and blood.
What's our chance? 10 to 20? Not enough. Come here. Okay, you can't take an action for the moment. We technically went on death's door. Can't go for finisher yet. 10 to 19, that is not quite enough, I'm afraid. However, this does make you, actually, this makes you more vulnerable to 60% chance. We go for that. Okay, you resisted, but you are blighted. Basically no chance that we get a stun. Try for damage. Okay, we actually crit. We survived the Death's Door dot. Okay. Epic.
I am back from the grave.
Dark Harvest, putting us back onto Death's Door. We are also bled. However, we do have a regen. Oh, unfortunately, the regen is the exact amount that the bleed is, so we're still going to be on Death's Door. However, we have every combo point. We go for the Eviscerate. And we finish the fight. All four of us were stunned! All four of us! What is that stun chance, dude? So, let me get this right. Out of the 3 flagellant deaths, the first one stunned 3 of us. The second one stunned 3 of us. The third one stunned all 4 of us. What is that? What is our stun resist? Hang on a minute. 70%, 60%, 90%, and 60%. So let's assume, I don't know, it would have to be like 150% or something with those odds, right? Those are really high odds. And the fact that it stunned Caius too means, at the very least, it's 100%. Because we have 90% stun resist, and if it landed, that means it had to have had at least 10% chance to land. Right? Or at the very least, okay, we'll say 95% is like bare minimum of what it is. So I'm gonna assume it's 150, 160. God dang! That seems... Alright. Unlucky. Regardless, we take him out. 5.2k gold. We get the Crocodilian's head for the trophy hunter. Seems like a very, very good thing to have. Wasting sickness? That's actually not too big of a problem. Raunchy and manslayer. Otherworldly mist. Don't go to the Sunward Isles tomorrow. Okay. So, I'm gonna admit, I'm a little disappointed the Blood Collector doesn't give a little bit more for defeating him. I mean, he's a pretty cool fight. And I'm glad we did him. But I kind of feel like maybe there should have been a trinket, or maybe get some unique quirks. Something. Getting blood for him, it makes sense. But it kind of feels like there was a little bit missing. And, you know, I know he is a teaser. He's a teaser for the Spider's Court, I believe. But, yeah, kind of underwhelmed by the rewards of beating him, actually. That actually didn't feel very satisfying. I did promise we'd be visiting the pet cemetery. And we open up with the scout. Alright, well, Tempest, actually, I think the Blackguard would know his way around a cemetery. Into the dark. We bring Scratchy the Black Cat with the correct gong, Book of Sanity, all of his abilities. The Blackguard with Digs his head, which we're not going to talk about. Moonring, Pulverize, Lifesteal, Relinquish, and Inexorable. We then bring Tempest, the Gem Hunter, with the Lantern of Light and Death. The Urn with Fox. I thought it could be useful. Promise and Prospect, Pack Tactics, Devious Dig, and a Minecart Crash. We then bring Josephine, the Antiquarian, who's gonna be our healer, to an extent at least. Invigorating Feathers, Blue Lantern, Nervous Stab, Fortifying Vapors, Invigorating Vapors, and Protect Me. Alrighty. You know the deal. Wow, that worked out really nice. He was a Dark Brood, he's a Dark Spawn, and he's in Frenzy. Okay. I do so love when it works out the way that it does. Alright, we open up with 2 Terrors, 2 Horrors. We're gonna go Promise and Prospect. By the way, I did swap the order of Sunward Isles and Pet Cemetery. So we are gonna be healing. We're gonna be hearing Sunward Isles music, but to be fair, for every other episode we've been hearing Pet Cemetery, so it should be fine. We're gonna go for the mark straight away. May as well get a little bit of gold while we're here. Scratchy goes for an AoE and manages to get a 7 crit. I don't think dodge is gonna do a whole lot for us, so let's just go for hit. We hit for 14 damage on an Antiquarian. Awesome. Apparate going down. Tempest calling Scratchy a human is certainly something. Okay, they're gonna go for the scare. Ooh. Boo! 22 damage. We hit for his entire health bar, and now electrified. Let's go ahead and move back. He has 1 health. We do get a stun though. You know what? That makes up for it. Nah. Okay. Oh my god. He hit so hard. Holy. I know the Blackguard hits harder the darker it is. Not to mention, he is a dark spawn. However, didn't expect him to hit quite that hard. So I'm only gonna take the antiques. I know that's technically not the best choice in the world, but it's what we're gonna do because we need as much inventory space as we can possibly get. Also, I have 1 key, just in case. You never know. Actually, if we can get a Dark Soul, that'd be real nice. I would really appreciate that if we could get a Dark Soul. Okay, we do a little bit of self-damage, that's fine. And then we go for the Nana. So let's see, what's that dodge effect? Oh, just +5 dodge. Alright, cool. We'll leave the torch lit for the moment just because it helps us scout. And we continue onwards. So close. Not quite enough. Hammer swing. A nice miss, loser. Let me show you how it's really done. I don't know why Scratchy sounds like that now, but hey, whatever. Okay, so really, it's happening with Sunward Isles too? Okay, so the longer I play with Pet Cemetery, the more I kind of question, and I would love to understand, like, because I can think of reasonings, and I can be like, well, you know, this was probably done this way. Obviously, I'm no modder myself, but I've spent quite a bit of time around modding communities, mods themselves, modding developers. I've spent quite a bit of time around that now, so I would love to understand the reasoning why the game effectively taunts you the way it does in the Pet Cemetery. Like, I understand, you know, haha, it's a labyrinth, it's supposed to play mind games on you. But, for example, this little turn right here, it's blocked off by a fox gate. And I can see that, you know, you're not supposed to be here, you can't go in this way. I imagine the thinking is, we're unwanted visitors in this place, and the area is actively trying to keep us out. That's what I imagine maybe the lore for this place is, and I can understand that. But it can also feel a little bit bad when you, for example, this one right here, this curio, is blocked off by another fox. And, you know, obviously there's 2 secret rooms, there's 2 battles, and what I'm really curious about is it just like that to make it kind of like a tell you to keep going, like, oh, there's hidden riches here if you manage to explore everything, but the entire zone itself doesn't want you here? Or is it a, hey, if you get a really lucky secret room early, you might get a fox figurine, and then, you know, you could either use it right here for a shortcut, or if you hold on to it, you could get a lot of loot. Because if it's coming down to RNG of, oh, you found a secret room and there was a fox figure inside, that feels a little bit bad. Because it's like, and, well, you know, some players will be like, wow, I got so lucky, and then I got a bunch of really cool stuff, wow. And, you know, there has to be that wow factor in there. But at the same time, I almost want to say, for the sake of replayability, wouldn't you want there to be, let's say, instead of that, like, you know, wow factor of, like, I got so lucky, imagine if this first room had a fox figure in it, right? So you get a fox figure right away, and then let's say you go to the next room, you know, nothing, you get a battle, nothing, battle, nothing, 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 and then suddenly you see the fox wall. You're like, ah, this must be what I was holding it for. And you go in there, and then, you know, say you explore all around, and it could be you don't get anything. It's just 2 dead ends. And it's like, man, that sucks. What was the point of that? And then you keep going, and you get to this room. And then you see, wow, there's 2 secret doors right there. And you go in that hallway, and you see another fox gate. And so the game just taught you, hey, if you had been more patient with that fox figurine you picked up at the start, you would have gotten potentially a soul gem, potentially some shadow diamonds, and then, you know, even if this is a dead end, you would have still gotten a bunch of stuff out of it. And it would have rewarded players who come back to do this mission again later an incentive and, like, something to strive for of, like, well, I know not to go through this. This is a waste of time. And then you come back over here and you're like, right, all the cool stuff. Like, I want to think that that might be something more satisfying, but, you know, again, I'm no mod dev. Oh, actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and use our shovel, then I'm going to reset because I don't want the music to be looping this whole time. But, yeah, I'm curious why it doesn't do something along that lines where it incentivizes replayability rather than just fully cutting off areas. And again, I understand that Pet Sematary probably just wants to keep you out by all means. But, I don't know. It feels like maybe there's some kind of a link that could be there that isn't. But, I mean, if it just comes down to a lore reason, fair enough. There may be more locks than keys, so you might have to make hard choices. But there's no keys at all. There's no hard choice to make if I never get the option to make a choice. We're back. Alright, onwards. Is this a boss room? Yes. A scout would have been really nice there. Stone gaze. Behold, the best boss in all of Pet Sematary. She's beautiful. She's nasty. She hates everything that has to do with us. Let's... Are these immune?
I'm going to destroy those things, and you're not gonna stop me, you gorgeous snake!
Blade glove? As a bleed. Yes, it does. I seem to remember that. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. Guard you, because you're gonna do damage to heal us. Beep beep. Stillness. Ooh. Did it just stun itself? Ooh. I'm destroying these columns because I seem to recall you get something if you manage to pull it off. Yeah! 1 damage at a time. Oh, we need to be careful about killing her. Spear toss? Is that a blade? Yes. And it gives her a riposte. Okay. Oh, I was gonna go for Meteor Crash. I was gonna do it. Trust you me, I was gonna do it. Okay, they can be debuffed, which means they're gonna take more crits, which means they're gonna take more damage. Stone Gaze on Tempest, critting for 4. A little bit unfortunate. Now, hang on a minute. Does this mean that we can't move? Because if we can't move... that actually works real nice. Huh. Well, let's continue wailing away. Okay. We're not able to hit them for the moment. I'm gonna go for an Exorable.
I cannot be moved.
Let's see. If we can lower her accuracy, that'd actually be really good for us. Oh, we get a crit on her, too. We also get a shuffle. That'll work nicely for us. Blade Glove going down on Tempest. 12 damage being done. Ouch. Okay, we also bleed for 2 over 3.
Guardian of Souls.
Okay. More bleed chance. Unfortunate. Not the end of the world. This one has a bigger chance to be crit.
Slowly, surely, we will get that reward.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to lower her accuracy. She's hitting us a little bit too much for the moment. Give ourselves a little bit of dodge so that that accuracy reduction is effectively doubled. I might have to speed this next part up because, gonna be honest, this is gonna take a while. That was so bad. Why did we do that? That was so not worth it. You landed that? You denied it?
Oh, lovely! Here we go!
We have no way to cure it, though.
And we're not stealthed.
Spear toss is fine. It's hitting the... You actually killed Scratchy with that? Whoa. Crazy? Hello? We're so close, dude. It's 112 health. Oh my god! I think it's starting to get too risky. We might just have to kill her. We were so close. Heal this. Okay. Alright, you're not dead yet. You have a riposte going, so we can't go for minecart crash. I guess we just have to kill you. I don't want to, considering we're so close, but I guess that's the only option that we've got left. Fine. That sucks. Round 30, and we had to give it up because we're getting too low on health. Oh, painful. And the music bug happened again. You know what? How much you want to bet there's going to be a fox singing here? Okay, well that's not the fox thing I was talking about, but Yeah. So, I don't know. It just... And then you're able to keep going, so that tells me that maybe you are eventually able to just, like, go wrap back around and, like, get it? I'm not sure. Well, certainly didn't go according to plan, did it? So, let's see. This is the Abbey, actually. They're not going to get much out of this. So, let's do... Okay, you can all go wherever, so we'll go boom. Actually, you're fine. Boom. And then send you... Boom. Okay. Yeah, certainly didn't go as planned. I would have really liked to kill both pillars, but unfortunately, fate had a different idea, and it was not to be. So, we did explore a bit more of the pet cemetery. We also got, looking at our brand new goodies, we got the lizard femur and the Harper's Wand. So, as for what we're going to do now, I kind of want to go for the Necromancer Lord. Maybe get some level 5s on the road there. The only issue is I don't really want to bring a team of level 4s. Because I feel like they'll die. But at the same time, if we brought out some really beefy level 4s, I'm so debating it. I'm debating it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. But trust you me, I was thinking about it. We could bring Retro. Next kill wins. That's funny. Yeah, we just... All our people are... I've been doing really, really good at spreading out our levels. The only issue now is I've been doing such a good job at spreading out our levels, we don't have enough high levels to go on these missions. I mean, we could bring her. We could play her as a backline because she technically has less aggressive abilities and therefore wouldn't be as OP. How do we feel about that? Do we feel good about that? Does that sound good? I'm gonna do it. You didn't miss a whole lot for this dungeon. It was surprisingly smooth sailing, all things considered. Except for, you know, the hood getting stressed out. But when is that anything new? So, we bring... Once the attacks go off. Ow. Okay. We bring FYDT. You already know her. You already love her. She has Z1, Suyan, and all of her abilities. We then bring Bestie the Warlord with Conqueror's Massacre, the Lantern of Light and Death, Horn Rush Sentinel, Who's Next, and Triumph. We then bring Retro with the Crocodilian's Head, Crimson Tick, Biting Blade, Trifurcate, Bloody Ambition, and Thrill of the Hunt. And then we finish it off with the Hood, who has the Kept Suspicious, Blood Invigorating Feathers, the Bag, Ooh Woo, What's This, Piece of Cake, and Sip of Wine. Prepare ourselves with a little bit of riposte. Fade. Okay, big damage. Big damage. I mean, you already know she's gonna do big damage. Is there a reason to try and roll the dice with her? Then again, Retro also doing quite a bit of damage as well. I'm gonna let him bleed. I know that's a bit of a weird option, but we're gonna let him bleed and actually get damage onto one of the other enemies. He recovers from a stun. He gets absolutely decked by riposte, and then we immediately get stressed out by a your mom joke. Then we're gonna go ahead and go for a heal on Betsy, which is also gonna give us 15% extra damage. Not bad. Okay, he's down. So we could take out the Sycophant with Bestie. Because he died to the bleed from Retro, we got a heal. But we get a second heal from the Skelly Boy. And we finish off the fight. No problem. Let's go ahead and get rid of the Holy Water. We no longer have a use for it. And then the Hood, get this torch. So yeah, this is pretty much how the whole dungeon has gone. Much less fighting, but still.
The blood. And now it's time to feast.
The Necromancer at his altar.
The flesh is willing.
Okay, quite a bit of damage coming down on us.
Now this is where the fun begins.
We get a riposte up and going. Betsy is going to attempt and get a riposte first. Oh, sorry, I just completely decked the mic. Whoops. Let's go for a fade. Then Betsy is going to get a riposte of his own going. I'm going to go for a nice, easy heal. I know, weird choice. But I want to actually, you know, try and give the Necromancer a chance, you know. We're all about fairness here. See, wasn't that fair? He just took 60 damage purely from ripostes from level 4 characters. And then 39 damage from Retro. And you thought FYDT was the strongest person in this team. I mean, to be fair, she is, but just don't pay attention to that. See, look at that. 21 damage compared to 39. That's 6 damage. That's going to buff our damage to anything above 50% health. Axe Blade going down. We do 12 damage in response. Overall, pretty solid so far. The Hood does something very questionable. Go for another heal on Betsy. Make sure that 15% damage is up and going. 26. That was actually lowest possible roll. Very upsetting. Clawing Dead goes down. We do get a riposte for 14. Oh yeah, I think we got it. I think we got this. Let's keep that riposte going. Okay. Technically, we could just shoot him with a gun. But what's the fun in that? Let's debuff him instead. It was a graveyard slash. Holy 26 damage, Batman. It seems like they didn't really like us doing that, so they decided to get a little bit of revenge for their own. Unfortunately for them, we have a bag. Prepare to be flashed. Okay, 2 damage from a bleed.
The flesh.
21 damage coming down from Betsy. Can't hit him, but we can buff ourselves just a little bit. That was actually really close. We almost got the kill on him. Let's go ahead and go for a regen. The Hood decides that she does not want the regen. We get a crit on Retro, and everybody gets a little bit of a regen. Graveyard slash. 26 damage coming down, and we respond with a 20 crit in turn. There is a very likely chance that we could lose someone here, but hopefully not. Oh, that guard. That guard feels bad. See, I told myself we were not gonna use FYDT for damage very much. And I stayed true to it. Unfortunately, we did lose some characters because of it. So Betsy goes down for the moment, but we will get him back in due time. I'm gonna leave the Jade. Well, a little bit unfortunate there, but what are you gonna do? Sometimes you're gonna get got, and unfortunately the guard that we set up to get the riposte going did take Betsy out. But what did we get regardless? We get 35k gold, 40 crests, 2 portraits, and 8 busts. We also get 2 level 6s, and FYDT is now level 5. Armor Tinker, Duck and Cover, Tracked, okay. The Dark Prince has risen. His most loyal and experienced servants side with the hamlet against a greater common evil for now. Huh. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. That's a 3-level boost on the sentry. So, yeah, I'm pretty okay with that, I think. Now then, anyone new? Perhaps a Betsy. We do have Rudolph again. May as well add her back. And I believe that is it for the moment. Alright, so a little bit unfortunate. I do want the Moon Cloak. That's for Rudolph. Reindeer Games does 50% more damage. Now, which one is that? That is... So we move forward and we have a stun. That could be really nice, actually. I'll think about it. And then we also have your Reflection, which we're going to take to get it out of the pool. Yeah, okay. I mean, certainly not bad in terms of progress. Yeah, losing another character is, unfortunate is a good way to say it, especially because it was Betsy who did have quite a few upgrades. But, you know, what are you gonna do? Chances are we will get Betsy back, and we do still need to get Old Glory back as well, but they will both rise again. So with that, I believe that's gonna do it for this episode of the Crimson Furry Estate. Overall, we got some pretty good progress in this one, but we also learned that I really need to do a lot more leveling on the lower level peoples, which, you know, I will admit I have been kind of putting off because I have spent so much time trying to evenly level everyone that now everyone is a little bit too low level, which is kind of a shame, but we should be able to pull it off, no problem. I am trying to think of a good spot where we should go level, probably in the Sunward Isles, since it gives us a lot of gold, and has the chance for really nice quirks. So I'm thinking that's what we're gonna do. But, with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode, and I will see you in the next one.